Scientists at MIT, that's the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, believe they have found the gene which performs the role of memory extinction. They've started doing this in mice, and they can basically isolate your bad memories. That's where this is all going. This is sort of like the movie Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind, and this is where the future is heading. They'll be able to erase our bad memories, but don't our bad memories sort of add up to the whole human experience, and where will this lead us? And I'm opening that wide open question.
I don't like it one bit. I do not like this one bit.
You were shaking your head when you started.
I'm shaking. This is tampering with the human experience too much. I mean, this is like the beginning stages of, number one, what if somebody's having an off day and they slip a little bit on whatever they're trying to erase or whatever, and something else gets,
is having
or whatever. I don't know the exact technique that they're using, but I'm saying how close are we talking here? How can you pinpoint things? And also, there's not a way that you can say that one experience is just completely eliminated without affecting emotional responses, psychological responses, everything. It's like a domino effect. So this is going to completely affect your psyche. And I just don't trust that, other aspects aren't going to be removed and other aspects aren't going to be added. And I would like to say also that in reading the story about the mice that were affected,
yes, I'm going to give some mice
info.
Who's
to say, we haven't interviewed these mice firsthand. Who's to say that those mice that were once scared about going in the cage and then not scared, what if actually what they're doing in their brain, and they don't know it yet, is they're adding some type of gangsta gene, where instead, it's not that they've forgotten, it's just that they're like, motherfucking cage, I'm here and I'm not afraid, so what's up? You never know. So what if you tamper and all of a sudden you just got a whole lot of hardcore motherfuckers out there?
Well, that being said, I should probably explain the study a little bit. So they used mice and they gave them a mild electric shock when they entered a certain cage. And then when they altered the TET1 gene in half the mice, they no longer remembered the traumatic experience. So obviously this is a long way from getting to where it can be used for humans and where they could actually select the specific memory. And is this really a gangster gene? And God only knows what they're doing. But don't you think the human experience, if you were, we've all had bad experiences in our lives, if you were able to go back and erase something that happened to you when you were 8 that maybe was bad, don't you think it could cause a cascading effect in the way that you created your personality and who you are?
I am with you. I think that it's disastrous. I think that mistakes is how you succeed, through mistakes, how many times you fall and how many times you get up, all that good stuff. And I believe the only risks that you regret are the ones you didn't take in life, So I don't know about gangsters. That's so much. Might be gangsters. I mean, who knows? They're amplifying the gene, so it might be, it might be like, bring it. But
I was sort of picturing the hamsters from the Kia commercial, but a little more badass.
That's happening in my head too.
Yeah.
Whether or not they're able to do this, they shouldn't be able to. I really don't. It's human, like you said, it's human experience. I think that there's something to be said for who you are today is based on, it's going to be like zombies, like people walking around not remembering certain things. Like even if it was, let's say it's a perfect science. Let's say they were able to nail exactly and extract exactly what they want to and not refer. It's like, what good comes of that anyways? Like really, I don't know, to me.
Because then you're like weaker. Then it's like you're weaker.
And you're walking around with rose-colored glasses like and then you forgot that you've been robbed before and you're walking down the street with your gold chains and there's these other gangster ones that have been amplified that are like, give me your chain, and it's like, nope, not gonna get that one.
This is the end
I gotta
of the
learn
world.
this lesson again. It's like, how many lessons you learn your lessons from, the back memory.
Right, and then you'll just get addicted to having your memory erased. Man, that's going to be the next thing.
And then where will alcohol sales go? I would like to know that as well. I thought that's the whole point of going to a bar, is to forget the reality for a little bit.
So really, this could harm the economy because people won't be going to bars to bury their dreams in booze. This is very much also like the movie Vanilla Sky and memory. But the Total Recall, which is my favorite science fiction movie, that they could then go ahead and implant memories. So if you can't afford the big vacation, they can implant the memory of the big vacation. I mean, this is all going to sort of Matrix stuff where we're just going to sit in a chair all day and have things beamed into us, and we're just the battery, right? We're just the battery.
Yeah, I think this is definitely playing with fire. I don't think we should.
Anything that has to do with that sort of
cerebral.
Yeah, but is that also part of the human experience, that anything that we develop through science, we always use? You know what I mean? Pretty much the only thing that was ever developed that they stopped using was the beta instead of the VHS. Like they always, like we use everything. Like, isn't that part of it? Like, even if this does really alter how we live and for all the bad reasons,
Then
like
we'll still
that
do it.
it's sort of part of evolution that maybe will evolve into something else. Or am I getting a little too?
I know. I
little
think we're
too-
getting like really philosophical.
yeah.
Like, well, that is the human experience if
Yeah.
we've created it, and
Yeah.
you
This is
know,
all an
and-
illusion.
Yeah.
We're not really
We're not even here, right?
You
Exactly.
know, yeah, you could go,
Yeah.
you could go crazy with that.
Yeah.
I say keep your memories, good and bad. It makes you who you are, builds character. I don't know.
Or just suck them out and see what happens. Woo, crazy.
I think, yeah.
Now, if I could have other people's memories sucked out, I would be okay with that. I just don't know if I want to have mine sucked out.